Hi, community. How are you doing? It is Spirit Guide. I hope everyone's having a great, beautiful, and blessed day. Hold on one second. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do this. Hold on. Okay, I forgot to do something. Sorry. Okay, so welcome back. Take two. All right. Hi, everyone. This is Spirit Guides. Hopefully, everyone's having a beautiful and blessed day. Today is Saturday, so some of the reads I do ahead of time and I post them. This read is going to be on one of the people we're watching, and it's going to be posted for Monday. Okay. So today is Saturday. I don't know, September 30th, I believe it is, the last day of September. So we're good. But anyway, oops, poor shuffle. So hopefully everybody's doing well. Thank you so much. Welcome, new subbies. I'm working on getting a little, like a picture for the new subbies and putting it up and stuff like that. So do check the community board. So the community tab is where I put information, questions. There's a question now. So go to the community tab, go and look to see what the question is, and please answer it for me, okay? So I'm trying to get to the road of 1,000 subbies, okay? So I am going to change the table for October. I kind of like this setup, but I am going to change it. I'm going to just get a different one of these and do some other stuff. I don't know. But I will change it, okay? All right, so let's go. So this reading is for Andrew Tate. I'm going to check on his energy. It's been about 3 weeks since we did it. And I want to see what's going on. First thing I'm going to ask about is his spirit animal, right? Because I have the spirit animal deck. So that's the first thing I'm going to ask about, okay? So let's see what his spirit animal is. We're going to get a little bit in depth with Andrew Tate. Interestingly enough, I know when I look at the comments, one of his, someone commented that they're his friend, or they know friends of his. So, and he confirmed some of the things that I said in the reading. So it's beautiful. And thank you for that. Okay, so this is just energy so we can all get to know this gentleman. And, everything I do here is, of course, entertainment purposes. My gift is real. If you believe it, then great. If you don't, then that's okay. You can watch and be a skeptic. Leave me information. I'll respond to you. Okay. All right. So let's go. This is his current energy as of Saturday, September 30th. Okay. All right. May I have an energy? I saw crocodile come out. May I please know what Andrew Tate's spirit animal is? Okay. This is saying the scarab beetle. What is unregarded or discarded holds a secret, a seed of creation. Okay. So with this especially, this card is interesting when it comes to Andrew Tate, because it's saying what's unregarded or discarded holds a secret, right? And remember the other read we talked about that he's in his own matrix. He's in a DNA matrix, meaning everything that he's going through now, I'm not going to say could have been avoided because it might have been on his timeline anyway, his spiritual timeline. But this is something that men in his family have avoided. Okay, this kind of matrix doesn't mean that it's not his DNA karma. It is in his DNA. So because he couldn't avoid it because he wasn't close to his family, right? It says unregarded, right? Like unregarded, like you don't regard your family in high standing, or discarded holds a secret, right? So Andrew Tate, yeah, that's his spirit animal. It's a scarab beetle. Okay, so he's kind of the keeper of the secret, and the secret is his DNA, right? It has to happen. It's a secret, it's his DNA, okay? All right, so I'm getting a message now. I wanted to do the Kipper deck, but I'm not going to do that because that's not the message I'm getting. I'm being drawn to use these cards. So the feeling that I'm getting is that's how my messages started. It started as feelings, okay? So the feeling that I'm getting is just the feeling of like, it kind of left. It was a feeling of quiet, really quiet. And it is quiet in here, but it was a feeling of quiet. It wasn't the sound of it, like, almost like Andrew Tate is being quiet on purpose. So we know he has a problem. He can't get information out to the public. We know that. But I think internally, it's like he's coming to terms with where he is physically and spiritually, right? It's like he's realizing, it's almost like he's in dark night of the soul. That's the quiet I'm feeling. Like he's realized that there's no one coming to help him out of this. He's got to do it himself. There's no one to stick up on his behalf. Andrew Tate, intuitively, I'm getting, and I only learned about this gentleman maybe a few months ago when I did the first read. I just fell into this YouTube hole of Andrew Tate, and I was like, who is this? So I don't really watch the news and things like that. So, yeah, look, blessed is on the bottom. Yeah, I'll take it. That's how he's now starting to feel like he's getting, how do I say it? It's like he's in dark night of the soul, right? Look, fork in the road. Okay. And it's faded. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, that's it. Everything was on the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, this is how he's feeling. Like, he's in dark night of the soul, but right now he feels blessed, right? He feels blessed that he is alive, first of all. Let me get that out there. And he feels blessed that he's not having to go through any more hardships. And I don't know what that means. It might have been a physical hardship. He might be doing physical labor. We don't know what he's doing, but I heard physical hardships, okay? This is something that he's going through that was fated. It's in the fates, because I'm getting that it's like he didn't heed a warning. He didn't understand that somebody was on his side. Somebody in his family, right? Because he's not friends, or he doesn't communicate with his father's side. So it's his mother's side of the family. Someone in his DNA told him that he is like a charismatic person and to be careful, because sometimes people will use that. They'll use you, right? That was the message I heard. They'll use you, just like that. He didn't heed the warning, because Andrew Tate felt as though he would be able to see it coming. So this was fated. The universe, divine, put this together so that he could see, hey, you don't always know everything, right? So now he's feeling blessed that he's coming out of this, right? But I do intuitively feel he's in dark night of the soul. And dark night of the soul is where you have to face your own truth. You have to face your own decisions. You have to face your own mistakes. You have to face how you made other people feel. That's dark night of the soul, okay? And it can be stressful to go through it. It can be upsetting, especially it's upsetting because you have to acknowledge what you did to other people, how you impacted their life and made them feel. It's almost like, I have not gone through it yet, but it's almost like dark night of the soul comes to you when you are at not your lowest, but when you are at a point of almost destruction. That's when dark night of the soul comes to you. And you'll hear it sometimes when people talk about situations that they were in where they could have died, or something tragic could have made them die. You hear them saying like, it's like a life review. Like they start to feel all these emotions of happiness, sadness, anger. It just all hits them because that is dark night of the soul. And you have to go through it. Just like, people that go through near death experiences, they say that they do a life review when they go over. So they see everything in their life, right? And then they feel how people made them feel. It's kind of like this episode of The Twilight Zone. And I'll try to link it below. I'm recording on my phone, right? Because it's a better picture. I love Samsung. It's a beautiful quality. But so that's why I'm using my phone and not the computer. The computer was an Apple and the quality I wasn't happy with. But this I like. So anyway, so I have limited time, basically is what I'm telling you. But I will try to link it below. There's this Twilight Zone. It's my favorite, actually. I might watch it when I'm done with this. And it's called Pool Guy. You go to YouTube and Google Pool Guy. POOLGUY, space GUY. And if you Google it and you watch it on YouTube, it's the same concept of a man who is trapped and he has to keep living this life over and over and over and over. He is in Dark Night of the Soul. That's what Dark Night of the Soul is. It's just you have to face who you are and how you impacted people around you. And how your actions impacted people around you and everything. So you live life over and over and over, just like this episode. So anyway, so that's what Andrew Tate is going through. Right now he's going through, it was fated for him to go through this. It's almost like I heard knock you down. Like he had to be knocked down a few pegs. But in being knocked down a few pegs is because he wasn't listening to his DNA, to someone in his mother's side of the family. It's a female that told him this. Okay, and I see his female has blondish black hair, like black roots and blonde hair. She looks young. She looks like she's maybe 25. She has like lipstick that's almost flesh color. Like it's strange though. And she wears her hair, well now is like what I'm channeling is in a ponytail, like a high ponytail, like a messy ponytail kind of thing. But she's like sitting down talking to him, she's just like leaning over towards him and really having a conversation with him. So that's what I'm seeing. Okay. I know it's not descriptive enough, but I can't put to words what I'm seeing. So I do apologize for that. But I do see her. She has like a necklace, it almost looks like a cross, but I don't think it's a cross. It looks kind of like a Celtic, people who are Irish wear them. And it's like the chain, then there's another chain around her neck. It looked like a dog tag almost. But anyway, so that's what I'm basically seeing. So anyway, so this woman sat down and had a conversation with him. And she was trying to set him straight. But because at that time, it's like his ego was out of control, he didn't heed the warning. So the fates had to step in. Okay. Divine will always step in. And when divine steps in, sometimes it hurts. Because divine is stopping us from destroying ourselves. Right. Divine will always step in before you destroy yourself. So it's like a timeout we got put in and we didn't heed the warning. So divine has to physically step his foot in and say, enough, let me let you go through this, but it's because I love you. Okay. So there's a fork in the road. He has a decision to make, Andrew Tate, of which way to go in life. It's almost the way of, I want to say, a normal existence versus this high-flying existence he's had. But then the other direction is there's like three forks, But then I want to really say the fork in the road is spiritually with him. Like, how much are you going to allow people you don't know to influence you versus your family? Okay. So even though he wasn't close with his father's side of the family, I'm also getting that his mother's side, he didn't really put too much value into them as well. Okay. He's just one of those self-made individuals and he didn't heed the warning. He didn't heed it at all. Okay. And he's now kind of paying for it, He's trying to get himself out of what he's in. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Let's get some energy on this fork in the road. What decision does he have to? There we go. I don't know if you saw all of the cards that just fell out. These three fell out. Okay, fork in the road. So the first one is Six of Swords, okay? So the Six of Swords energy, we know, is like contemplative energy. It's not depression yet, but it's kind of getting there, You're contemplative, and this is more dark night of the soul. It's like you're thinking about what you've done. You're thinking about what your options are, okay? Hermit. Yeah, he's in dark night of the soul, right? This is me. Is this me? Yeah, I think I ripped the card. But yeah. So he's in hermit. That's dark night of the soul. He's to himself. He's closed. He's quiet. Meditative, okay? And because he's meditative, because he's not using intuition at all. He hasn't opened his third eye yet. He hasn't opened it. I don't know why. He hasn't. I'm getting intuitively that he does not believe in the spirit world, right? And that's another thing that he's not acknowledging. He doesn't believe in the spirit world. He doesn't believe in anything that is higher than the physical plane. He doesn't believe in the powers of the spirit world as we know it in this community to be. He doesn't believe in it. He will say, intuitively, he's the kind of person that'll say, if you ask him if he believes in God, he'll say, I'm spiritual. He's that kind of person. Or he'll say, I meditate, I do Reiki, that kind of thing. Intuitively, he's the kind of person that if it's trendy, he'll do it. But as far as his belief system, which is right here being challenged, he doesn't believe. And that's the problem. He thinks everything that he can accomplish and get in life is what he can accomplish and get in life, if that makes sense. That's the energy I'm getting from him. Like, if I can accomplish it in life, then it's worth doing. If I can't accomplish it in life, then it wasn't worth doing. Okay, you see what I'm saying? He doesn't acknowledge that there's another level to life, and that's why he's a hermit. He's in hermit because he needs to be by himself. He's got to see that there is more to life than just this physical plane that we're on. And there has to be more to life than this physical plane. We all know that there's more to life. We have evidence of that. You have spirit, you have intuition. So there is more to life than just this physical that we're living, okay? And the more to life is happening at the same time as the physical. See, that's what he's got to get. Yeah, that was a channel. That's what he's got to get. He's got to understand that it's not like, oh, once I pass away, then I start a new life. No, you, me, everybody on this planet, we are living a life physically. However, at the same time, you're living the life spiritually. You understand? That's why his intuition is blocked. Thank you, Divine. That's what it is. His intuition is blocked because he is not acknowledging this. He's not acknowledging his intuition. He's saying everything I can do on this planet, on this earth, is what I can do. And if I can't do it, it doesn't exist. Right. And Divine is like, no, 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 no. Because when you do that, when anyone says that, guess what? You are not acknowledging divine. You're not acknowledging that someone, something, a force out there, whatever you call it, Mother Nature, God, divine, anything, any of your religions, Allah, anything. If you don't acknowledge that there's something bigger than you out there, guess what? You're going to stay in dark night of the soul until you acknowledge it. You have to, because it's there. Okay. Not it being divine, but it being that power. There's something bigger than all of us. Okay. And that's what Andrew Tate is not acknowledging. And that's why he's in this dark night of the soul energy. He hasn't opened his third eye. He refuses to open his third eye. That's the problem. So that's part of his fork in the road. This is his journey he's on. Okay. So, all right. So that was a deep channel right there. Okay. So that's part of what he's dealing with fork in the road. Here, what's faded, right? Look at what's faded. That's what fell out. A relationship. He is going to be in a relationship. He's always in a relationship, guys. I don't know this man, but he's always in a relationship. Okay. So his fate is always to walk the earth with someone else. And I'm getting when he is fated to walk the earth with someone else, aka a relationship, it's because he needs the guidance. You know what I'm saying? It's like the people that he's getting these relationships with, he gets a lot of relationships because he needs guidance. Not saying he doesn't know what he's doing. He's a smart man, very smart. But he needs that spiritual assistance. So Divine's always sending him someone, right? And I said he needs that spiritual assistance, and look at what came up. Strength in the reverse. There you go. Confirmation. He needs the spiritual assistance because his faith, his belief in something bigger than him is weak. That's why he's always in a relationship. Other than him being extremely, attractive and things like that, he's always, and no, I'm not trying to shoot my shot at him at all. I'm just reading him. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to lie to you, okay? Sometimes Divine makes us a certain way so that we will attract people and continue to attract people because we need a guide in life, or we're the kind of personality that does better with other people. There are some people that do fine on their own and don't need other people. And Divine will package us in such a way that we'll have relationships, but we'll be okay majority by ourselves. Okay. So he has to have the Two of Cups. He will always have a relationship. Always, always, always. Okay. Because he's lacking strength, and the strength he's lacking is the spiritual strength. Okay. It's spiritual. So he really needs to strengthen his spirituality. And this is what Divine has for him. That's why he's going through this now, because Divine needs him. Look, it flew out. Flew out. When I tell you flew out. Okay. Sorry, the camera's moving so much, but it's near me. So that's why. Flew out. I said he needs something. He needs change. Yeah, he needs change. And he's going to get change. That's what's going to happen. This is going to be a defining moment in his life. It really is. All right. And let's get the last one blessed. Okay. All right. I'll take it. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. That's what is going to happen in his future. Good for him. So he's got the relationship. We see it here. But it's going to be a family. So when he comes out of this, which he's in now, the fork in the road, he's going to go into a family. And he's going to make a family. He's going to have the children, the dog, everything. He's going to have everything he wants. If he conquers this fork in the road, if he chooses the right direction to go. We all know it's about choice. That's what I keep saying. My readings are all about choice. I just lay out the options that you have. That's basically what I'm doing here. Okay. Except for the videos where predictions are on them. And I don't even, the funny thing is when I channel, I don't remember, like I have to watch this video back because I don't know. I went into a deep channel, and you probably could tell because I was just like talking. That was a channel. So I got to go watch back to see everything that was said. But yeah, I don't always, but predictions are coming out and I don't really realize that they are. And that's why I like the timestamp so people aren't like, oh yeah, she watched it on TV and said it. No, because you look at the Darrell Brooks ones, look at the Sarah Boone videos, and I did a playlist. The playlist is there. I think it's under Sarah Boone. But it's there. I try to tie it to one of the videos. If you look at each of them, they're done at different times. Look on the bottom where it says it was posted. One of those videos was posted 3 months ago, and I said something like nobody wants to work with her, and then I said including those who are constitutionally bound to work with you, right? That's her lawyer. I didn't know I was making a prediction that her lawyer didn't want to work with her. So that was a bit, that was exciting though for me. I was like, oh my goodness, because I do that in my readings when I read people. But remember, YouTube is new for me. This is, I'm only at a year. So I'm an infant in this realm, So I just didn't know that the predictions would come out in YouTube. It's very new for me. And I do thank all my subbies who are a part of this journey. All right, let's see. Oh, good for him. On Blessed, look who showed up in the reverse. Toxic, right? So devil's in reverse. He's blessed. That's confirming blessed. He's blessed. That's it. He has blessings coming to him. Once Andrew Tate comes out of this fork in the road, and goes into the fates, which is going to happen with him, he's going to be a blessed man. He's going to have a family. He's not going to have the toxic energy because he's getting rid of that toxic energy now. Okay. Yeah. And Seven of Swords. Okay. He's going to always battle with his decisions. That's what this means. Okay. So Seven of Swords is higher than Six of Swords. So Seven of Swords is like the regret. The swords are all regret. Right. So it's just how they are interpreted. So this is regret. This is thinking to yourself, why did I do this? Torment. This is a torment card. OK, so when he gets into this phase of his life, once he finishes this whole journey he's on, he's not going to have the toxic energy. It's not going to be there, meaning he's not going to be doing toxic things anymore. He's not going to be not listening to people. He's not going to be destroying himself anymore. He's not going to do that. He's going to be cleared of that. But as happens a lot, unfortunately, when people come from an environment where they have become toxic, they've seen death, they've been put to the test where they almost die or are killed or something like that, this starts to linger. This is when these people, they tend to not want to do anything in life, not want to be successful because they fear, right? This fear that's here, that this will it'll come back. So it's almost like the same way of saying, like, if someone unfortunately was a drug addict, okay, and they kick the habit and they're clean and everything is beautiful, blessed, and abundant, okay, what happens with that is then, like, let's say they go somewhere or they get sick and they have to take medicine, right? The first thing they do is they're afraid to take medicine. Why? Because there might be a drug in that medicine that they used to take when they were doing drugs. You understand? And they don't want to go back. So they kind of become people that by them not taking over-the-counter medicine or prescribed medication, they tend to be sicker longer because they have a fear. They've got a fear that they're going to go back to toxic ways. Okay. That's what Andrew Tate, unfortunately, that's going to be his residual with this. I would just say go to therapy and kind of work that out a little bit, but that's his journey. He's going to have to figure that out for himself. Okay. All right. So he has a blessed little journey going on here if he chooses the right path for the fork in the road. Okay. So yeah. So, all right. And guess what? Happiness is waiting for him. Yeah. We see it over here. I'm going to put it over here. Yeah. Happiness. It's waiting for him. It's waiting. Okay. Let me get one more on the fates. Can I please have some energy for Andrew Tate? Okay. When it came to the fates, it's caution. Right? There's always a caution here in anything you do. But there's a caution on this one because the fates are saying that when I say fates, it's like even though it's beautiful here, right? Change is here. Change is hard. Change is difficult. Change does not always mean you will be successful. It means that you have the option of changing. It doesn't mean you'll be successful in changing, okay? There's always a caution there, okay? Because you can go back to who you were, okay? And determination in reverse, okay? Which is not determination, right? Which is like you're waiting for something to happen. You're not going to go out there and get it. That goes here on Fork in the Road. So, again, it's confirming what we know. So he's not determined. His intuition is not open. You know that already. But he's not determined to be this person yet. He's not. He doesn't see it for himself. Right now, he's just trying to, it's like he's trying to figure out the fork in the road. Like in this picture here, he's the llama. And here are all the decisions. But look at all the arrows. See, there's 3 arrows. 2 are facing this direction. So he's getting pulled more towards the negative, right? Oh, my nail. I gotta get my nails done. Yeah, so he's being pulled more towards the negative, okay? Then you see this 1 arrow right here. And I think there's a monkey or something hiding it. I can't even see that. Yeah, I need glasses. But there's like a monkey or something here. And there's 1 he's covering the arrow going this way. Look at the llama. He's looking this way where the 1 arrow is. But this arrow is pointing right to his nose. So he has more people around him, more situations around him, dragging him into the negative. So Andrew Tate really has a struggle. He's going to be in this fork in the road for a while. He's got to figure it out for himself. There's nothing we can do. Okay, so his friends that are watching, just be there for him and be supportive. But there is nothing you can do. This is all on Andrew Tate. He's got to... It almost reminds me of like Ovid's The Metamorphosis. I read that in college, right? Where like, Ovid, it's like he had to go through these 7 layers, and he had to defeat each layer or something like that in order to make the change, to understand and to become a different person on a higher plane. So it's like Andrew Tate is trying to become his own man, but he's got to get through each of these layers, right? And pick that up. That's a really good book. It's really long. It's really long. But yeah, it's called Ovid, and it's spelled Avid. And it's called The Metamorphosis, right? It's a Latin. What is that? I got that in, what class was I in? Political science, I believe it was. Yeah. So in that class, I got an A. Thank you very much. So yeah, I like that class though. You really didn't have to study. You just had to read and be able to defend your point. So it was fun. Okay, anyway, so let's do one more, please. One more, universe. We are blessed, guys. We are blessed with my gifts, my talents, and YouTube. There we go. Challenge. I embrace all tests. That's it. He's going through tests. There we go. That's the word I couldn't come up, but he's going through tests. Okay. Allow me to flow with what cannot change. Let me embrace all tests and release any fear of loss, knowing that all can be replenished with ease by divine will. Blessed reading. All right, everyone, I'm going to end. We're at 32 minutes and I don't want to drag this on any longer. Be blessed. Hug your family, hug your friends, and understand we're all in this life together and we all should be, embracing each other on different levels. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Don't forget, check the community tab. Leave me some comments. Okay, everyone. Bye-bye.